Patreon of Java today and receive a ton of perks including Discord roles, early access content, private support channels, code snippets, and more. Join today at patreon.com/javajs. Alright, what is up guys, my name is Zua from Java. Today we're going to be making a Discord bot that runs with FX server, so yeah, that's literally what we're going to do today. The code that we're going to write is in the description below. This link, you can access it there, I'll put it down there, and all the other links that we're going to need, I'll put those too. So let's actually get started. Let's open up a server. Let's open our server folder, go to resources. I'm going to create a new folder, new resource called Discord bot. And in here I'm going to open this in VS. I'm going to create a file here called, so recently, or I think like 4 months ago, they changed, I haven't done this in a while, but they changed, or FiveM changed the way that you write your resource.luas. So instead of __resource.lua, they changed it to fx manifest, there we go, .lua, just like that. And then in here we have to do some new things. So we're gonna have to declare the fx version as bodacious, I think, and then the games that it runs on is GTA 5, and then we also want to do our server underscore script. So the server script we're going to be writing, the server script is going to be bot.js, just like that. And now let's actually make our bot.js here, just like that. We're not going to do anything here because we need to initiate npm. So by the way, you should have Node installed, Node.js, nodejs.org. Make sure this is installed to your computer. I'll put this link in the description. Once that's installed, it also installs npm, which is the Node package manager. So open up your command prompt. I'll just do it like this. Let's open up command prompt, and then we have to cd, click right here, copy this, and click cd, and then right click, enter. You're in that directory. Just cd into this directory, and what we want to do is do npm init, and then the package name, we're just going to call it Discord bot. The version 1, I'm fine. You can just click enter for all these, it really doesn't matter. Make sure the entry point is the same name as this bot.js, or same name as your JS file. So I'm going to click enter. Test command doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. None of that really matters. But we have this package.json. Now what we want to do is we need to install this fork of Discord.js. Thanks to IceHacks right here, he made a version of Discord.js that actually works with FiveM natively. The original version of Discord.js, like the normal library, that doesn't work with FX server because of complications, I guess. But he made a fork that actually does make it work on FiveM, so we're going to be installing his fork instead of the normal Discord.js thing. So to do that, we're going to do right here, I'm going to do npm install. I'm just going to copy his name, I don't want to type that out. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I'll just do this, npm install /discord.js, just like that. You want to enter this command here, and then click enter. Okay, so once that's installed, and yeah, once that's installed, you should see a new folder pop up called Node Modules, and that means it worked, I guess. It should have Discord.js in there. So yeah, we pretty much just did that. We installed Discord.js, so now what we want to do is open up the bot.js, and now what we want to do is actually we're going to be writing the code for it. So for the bot, we need to start off with getting the, so if you're not used to Node.js, I'm sorry, I'm going to try my best to explain how it works. So we're going to have a constant, and it's going to require the module that we just installed. So it's going to be require discord.js, just like that. And then in here we're going to want to take just the client object from here, and then we want to make a const called client with a lowercase c, not an uppercase c, but we're going to do new client. So we actually use this variable from right here. Don't forget about this, but like we're going to be using this client here. I'll try to zoom this in right here, just like that. And now what we want to do is we're going to do global.config is equal to require ./config.json. So what this is, we need to make a config.json file. So I'm going to click new file and do config.json, and then in here we're going to have an object, and the key is going to be token, and then the value will be blank for now. We need to actually, so the whole point of this is just to put our bot token in a different file, just so like it's not in the main thing here. This file we're going to be used to put our bot token so we can log into the bot and actually use it. Let's make that actually later. I want to write all this first. So I need to, to actually start the bot, or when it actually starts, we do client.on, and then on ready, the ready event, we want to have a function here. It's going to do an arrow function. We want this function to console.log with these special characters right here. It's on the tilde key right here, and then we want to say Discord. We're just logging this just so you can see that the bot logs in. So Discord bot logged in as client.user.tag, and then yeah, that means it's logged in, and then we want to actually now log in to it. So to do that, we do client.login, and then we're gonna do config.token. Like, so when we take this config variable, it'll take its token property, and we need to actually set that. So let's do that right now. You're gonna need this link right here. I'll put this in the description below. Make sure you're logged into Discord. So I'm logged in my main account, which is it's fine. And now what we want to do, if it's your first time, you're probably not gonna have any applications. That's fine. I think I've done this before, but we're just gonna click new application, and I'm gonna type in Java. That's what I want to call the bot. Make sure, because you can't change this. I mean, you can make a new one, but just make sure you call it whatever you want. So I called mine Java. I'm gonna put an icon, which I actually do have here. Sets. Oops, I'm just kind of gonna have to do this. Desktop logo. There we go. And then that's set as the Java logo. And now what I want to do is click on this bot section. Then I want to click add bot, and then do yes. So then right here we actually spawned in the bot, or we not spawned it in, but we made the bot. So now what we want to do is copy our token right here. This is what we need. Don't give this to anyone, by the way. I'll regenerate this after. But yeah, so paste that in directly like how you copied it, and let's save that. So now we want to go back into our bot.js, and now what we want to do is let's make it loop. We're gonna make it constantly loop the player count of the server, or whoever's in the server. So to do that, we're gonna make a folder, and we're gonna call it utils. There's only going to be one utility, and I'm in this folder. I'm going to do index.js, just like that. If you can't really visualize the structure, this is it: utils, then index.js, and then in this index.js file, we want to do module.exports is equal to object, and then the only object in here we're going to have is going to be a function. It's going to be update player count, and then we want to do client comma seconds. So this function we're having, it's going to have two parameters, which is the client object that we're going to pass through, so we can actually set the bot's status. If you're not familiar with the Discord.js API, I'll link that below. There's really good, they have really good documentation for that. And then seconds, we're going to use this to put how many seconds you want for it to update, so like the refresh rate, I guess. So in here, let's make a variable called const interval, and then it's equal to a function which is set interval, and then this function inside of here is going to have another function called set status, just like this. It's a little confusing, I'm sorry. And then inside the, right after the set status function, we want to put a comma, or no, we need to put another parentheses, then a comma, and then we want to do seconds times 1000, because set interval uses milliseconds, so this is just going to convert it, this 1000 seconds by how many seconds you want, so it'll just multiply it, and that'll return how many seconds you want to loop it every time. So in here we want to do status, it's actually yeah, I'm gonna do let status is equal to, or actually I don't want to make it do it every time, I'm just gonna do this, let status is equal to, I didn't actually do this in the code here, we're just gonna let status, actually no, I know why, never mind, just forget me. So I'm gonna do let status is equal to these same keys again, the tilde, it's on the tilde, but right here this, and then we want to use a native actually, so we're gonna do get num player indices. So this native right here, this is a FiveM native, this is not a Discord.js native at all. This is straight from FiveM server, which is really it's awesome that you can use that. You can use a bunch of server natives now because you're using the JS version, the Discord.js version on FX server. So that's awesome. So you don't even have to like request it from a backend server. You can literally just run it and use the FX server natives, which is awesome. So we want to do get number players. So we want players, and then we want to have it like that. So it'll be like, that's the status of your bot, and then it'll look like if you have like 20 people on, that's what this string will look like. It'll be like 20 players. That's what that would like return if there were 20 people on. And now what we want to do is do client. This is what we're using, the client object here that we're gonna pass in eventually. Client.user.setActivity, just like that. And then we want to set it as that string that we set. And then you can do we need to put an object here and do type, and then I want to make it look like it's watching 20 players instead of like playing, like as like a normal status. It'll be like watching instead. And there's like two other, you can make it look like it's streaming, or it's watching, or listening, or playing. If you want to just make it look like it's playing, just get rid of that, but I want to make sure it looks like that. And then we want to return set status, because we want it to start at the beginning of the interval, so it doesn't have to wait. So that's pretty much it for this this file. Now we want to call it into here. So what I want to do actually is to call this file. So to do that, we're just going to do const update, or I'll just do this require. So we're going to require the new utils thing. So /utils, and then index. You don't have to put that in there because it's the index. Just like that, and then we're going to do update player count like that right there. And then now we can actually use this function in here. Oops, I want to copy that. I'm going to use this function, update player count, and then we want to do client. We want to pass the client object in, and then we also wanted to do it, I'm going to do it every 5 seconds. Make sure you do it, if you're going to change this seconds, I want to make it refresh the player count or update every 5 seconds, but don't do it more than 2 requests every second, because that is abusing, or that is apparently abusing the Discord API. So make sure if you're doing more than like 2 requests a second, that's bad. Don't do that. I'm just gonna do it every 5 seconds. It'll do 1 request to the Discord API, which is fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this here. I'm gonna run this now. So I have the bot token. Oh, actually, I forgot to. Now what we want to do, actually, yeah, I forgot to. We have to actually invite the bot. So I'm in my Discord server here, and to actually invite your bot, you need this link right here. I'll put. This is like a template link right here. I'll put this link. So what we want actually is right here. So it says your client ID. When it says client ID is equal to your client ID, I'm gonna backspace that. I'm gonna go to Chrome here for a second. Where is Chrome? There it is. Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to my general information, and where it says client ID, I'm gonna copy that, and then I'm gonna paste that where it says client ID is equal to that value, and then make sure this is here, scope is equal to bot, and then permissions is equal to 8. This pretty much means that the bot is gonna have an inherited admin role to your server. There's actually a permissions calculator. I'll put that in the description if you wanted to like not have admin, or just only if you wanted to just send messages. It doesn't matter. I'll put that in there if you want to set this number as something else and make it not have admin, but I don't really care. So I'm gonna, once I actually have that set up, I'm gonna open it. Yeah, now it says connect Jeva to Discord, the thing. So I'm gonna go to it, Zua server. I have 2 Zua servers. There we go. I'm gonna click connect. Hopefully that's the right one. It is the right one. I don't know why I have 2 Zua servers, but there we go. It says Jeva is joining the server, so it's actually offline now. To make it online, what we want to do is let me get out of here. F11. I'm gonna start the server, and then it says started resource. It's called started resource Discord bot, and then it says Discord bot logged in as Jeva #6827. Then it says it's called, Jeva #26. I can't even see the thing, but you can see that it's online now, and it says it's watching 0 players. I'm gonna go into the server and I'll show you that it'll say 1 players once I'm in there. Okay, so I'm in FiveM now. Sorry about my computer, but I'm gonna connect to my server here, and then let's go on Discord. It should already say that I'm at 1 players. There it goes. It changed, and it's gonna check that every 5 seconds, which is fine. That's like perfect, and that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If I quit, you can see that it's gonna jump down to 0 players. It's pretty fast about it, which is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm actually gonna make more of these videos with Discord.js with this fork, because there's a lot you can do with this, and yeah, that's make sure to like and let me know if you want more of these videos too, because there you can have commands and make it interact with your server. There's so many possibilities. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Also, I forgot to mention that when the server is offline, the bot will be offline, which is kind of bad, but at least you'll know when your bot, or if your bot's offline, then that means the server's offline. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna go. See ya.